started.
Hi pet lovers, thank you for joining Gina's grooming channel. Today we are going to be working on a doodle head. So fixing a doodle head with a walkthrough format. So this is where I go ahead and talk about what I did to either fix an interesting situation, so either a unique situation or something that was a little outside the scope of normalcy. So this is where we go ahead, walk you through what we did, so you can go ahead and see how to handle a situation like this in the future for yourself. Now you guys know that this is a no judgment channel, anyone who's been watching Gina's grooming channel. In this situation, I do have some questions because I had a client come in, a new client, a golden doodle named Minnie, and she was groomed by someone else. And this person had done something interesting, especially when it came to her head. Her mom had texted me before she came and said, just be prepared. Minnie looks a little doopy or derfy. And so I was kind of prepared to see that this was going to be something a little unique because the person who groomed their dog before was someone that they had never known before. So let's go ahead. Let me introduce you to Minnie. And then we're going to take you step by step to show you how to fix what we had when Minnie came in to make her look adorable. Okay, here is Minnie. Look how cute she is. But yeah, let's take a look at what happened. Apparently, I had done her body cut when you're seeing her now, but she had been shaved by the previous groomer, and then he kind of just left her head in this floopy style. So really out of balance. I like to say that it not only serves any form, it also doesn't serve any function, because as professional pet groomers, we're supposed to open up those eyes, make the pet's life a little easier instead of having all this stuff hanging in front of their eyes. Now, there are some dogs that we do have some falls, and I'll discuss that a little bit while we're working on Minnie. But in terms of golden doodles, we want to go ahead, give them a puppy cut, and open up their eyes in normal circumstances. Now, I'm using an E. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. The reason why is because I did a number 1 on Minnie's body, so it's kind of a medium puppy cut length, a little bit less than an inch, so maybe about 1.5 to 2 centimeters. So I know that if I take an E, which is a 2-incher, or I'm sorry, a 1-incher, it's going to leave a lot more on the body than what I did with basically on the head. So I'm going ahead and with confidence taking my E, knowing that it's going to be much longer than what I did on the body, right? And that's the look that we normally want to give to doodles, is to give them a little bit of a bigger head, but not as big as the head that she came in with. Now, again, I don't know what the groomer was really thinking. I just went through some scenarios in my head, is that perhaps he misunderstood what maybe the client was asking, which can happen. But still, when a client is asking something so interesting as leave the head as long as possible and don't trim in front of the eyes and leave this kind of bushy stuff in front of the eyes and on the head, it leaves a little bit of questions about what the intention was. The other thing I'm thinking that groomer might have had is no experience. So maybe that he saw that the pet came in with some substantial coat on its head, and that he didn't want to maybe touch it. So now, since I did that E forward, you saw me working in rows. Now what I'm going to do is take my scissors. These are my safety scissors. And I'm just going through and making sure that I don't cut Minnie's gorgeous eyelashes. If you can see, she's got these gorgeous, gorgeous long eyelashes, and we don't want to cut those. I do cut eyelashes, but only when a client requests. I err always on the side of the fact that I think a client wants to see those eyelashes. Now I'm going ahead and using my thinning shears in front of Minnie's eyes, again, to open up her eyes. We want to give her really good vision so that nothing is kind of falling. She's like some terriers, like Kerry Blues, soft-coated Wheatons, have a fall, but we open up from the side. But really, for doodles, obviously doodles are a mix. They're a designer breed, but most of the general cuts for doodles are a nice puppy cut, because they're usually pretty active dogs, so we want to keep them comfortable, and again, make sure that their eyes are really nice and open, and that they have nothing poking in front of their eyes and nothing falling in front of their eyes. If you guys want more detail on trimming around a dog's eyes, it's kind of the same technique that I'm doing with Minnie here. Each pet's a little different, but some of the basics are the same. You can watch that on our channel. And here I am. This is very important when you are working from a big floop and you're cutting it down, even with an E, down to a shorter face. You want to blend that line on the sides of the face, and obviously work on making sure that the back of the head is blended into the neck. And then what I also like to do with my thinners or my blenders is make sure that that eye line, right, that visor is really, really nice and soft. It gives a nice soft feel, and make sure when you put the face of the dog down, you'll see if that's nice and uniform. And then also I want to mention that no matter what clipper work you do, you're always going to be finishing with scissors, getting those little nitpicky things, making sure that you have a very nice dome. Again, making sure that Minnie is now balanced out, because when she came in, she was not balanced. Now, I do want to take her ears a little longer in the future, but they were obviously shaved last time. So there she is. Let's go ahead and bring up a before so you can see what she came in looking like, and now what she looks like now. We made sure to get the back of the ears nice and short, everything nice and uniform, eyes nice and open, so that she doesn't have any problems with any vision, so that she looks as cute as she does. All right, guys. I hope that gives you a little insight, the walkthrough in a day in the life of fixing something. If you see something like this as an aspiring groomer, just make sure you go ahead. You can take your clipper with confidence. You know you're going to balance that out. And again, if your dog does come in with really long hair, make sure you get a really good understanding with the client, what they are looking for, so that you go ahead and deliver the results that the client is looking for. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thanks for subscribing and for your time. We really appreciate it. We'll see you soon.